Good morning, everybody. Welcome out here on the farm. Today, we're talking about cow poop. All right, so we just moved the cows, and we are giving them approximately a little less than an acre right now. And they've been doing really well eating all that up. You can see our beautiful thistle plant here in the middle of this paddock. Not what you want. Don't go for this. But we're going to see if they'll trample it or if they'll see what they'll do with it, kind of deal. But yeah, there's all 30 of our cows. I haven't gone over our inventory for a little bit, so let me tell y'all a little bit of what we have. We do have 15 cows, and the majority of those are Black Angus cows. We do have one full-blood South Pole heifer. We have one 50% South Pole heifer, and that means we also have one South Pole bull Cadillac, who y'all have seen, and then we have 14 calves. So those 14 calves, what that means is we have 8 bull calves. 7 of those are steers. One of those bull calves is a full-blood South Pole bull calf. So he's kept intact, kept as a bull instead of a steer. And then we have 6 heifers. And all of those heifers are pretty much Black Angus except for a Jersey mix on one of them. So, yeah. Now you can see that these cows have access to this kind of weed pile down here. And they go in there and they'll lay down and they'll kind of crush all that up. They'll eat some of the stuff out of there as well. But yeah, we've got a little bit of a different salad bar all the way across the paddock. Alright guys, let's talk about cow poop. Alright, I'm not going to joke with y'all. Flies are pretty horrible right now. I am not using any kind of fly deterrent of any form. I'm not trying to put mineral in the cows that'll cause them to poop or have, cow patties that won't allow fly larvae to grow. The reason why I'm doing that is because that mineral that's in there, that will actually cause the grass to not be able to absorb all the nutrients out of that dung pile. And we want all of that. We need it because fertilizer is expensive, and we need to make sure that the ground absorbs it, but then also that we provide the capacity for other insects to be able to thrive in that dung cow patty. So let's show you a few here. All right guys, like I said, flies are horrible, and we do have birds, we do have spiders. I did run the cows through a wood patch that was filled with spiders to get rid of a lot of the flies at one point. It's about time to do that again, honestly. So let's look at this. So here's just a cow patty. It's pretty hard, but what I'm wanting to grow is our dung beetles. So let's just, this is a 1-day-old patty right here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 and see what the difference is. So this is day 1. So if we take our boot and we just kind of slough this, that is pretty smooth across. I mean, there is no dung beetles in there that I can see. And honestly, folks, there hasn't been any dung beetles on this farm since, well, this year. Honestly, because there's been so many pesticides and everything. So it's going to be a slow road, but it's what we're really going for, the overall goal. That's what we're shooting for. All right, let's go over here to a 2-day-old patty. You can see the flies are much. Actually, we're not to that point. That's still a 1-day-old patty right there. Hang on, let's go over this way. All right, now here's our line. So this is day 2, 2-day old. You can see where there's been a lot more activity on this. Looks like flies have laid their eggs on this. But let's see if there's any kind of dung beetles in there. Look at that, you can see all these little ants, little mites, I guess. I'm not sure, I think it's ants. That's strange. But yeah. Alright, so no go on that one. Let's go to day 3. Day 3. The goal is to be able to flip these things, or to be able to move them like that and have 10, see 10 beetles in each one of these things, because they're going to be able to pull that nutrients back down into the soil and bury it. And that's what they do. They store it. All right, here we go. Day number 3. Let's see what happens with this one. Oh, there's a beetle. There's a beetle. Well, that's exciting. Well, guys, that's what we're shooting for. It might seem strange to shoot a video about cow dung, about cow patties, but guys, it's a huge part of the farm. If we cannot turn that manure into something that is beneficial for the farm, then we're missing out on a huge resource. There's so much fertilizer in their cow manure. There's so much nutrients. There's so much benefit to our grasses, and our grasses have to be able to absorb that. So that's why we do rotational grazing. We put them in tight. We put them in here so that they manure across a paddock and they get it really well fertilized. They eat everything down. It all starts the process again, and the grass is healthier each and every time that you move them. So guys, I hope that helps you a little bit. Just a little progress on the farm, and we'll see you next week.